welcome to chapter 2 of me documenting my Porphyria story. This is a National Porphyria Awareness Week, so I'm kind of just documenting through, and so if you want to follow along in chronological order, go back to number 1 and then come to this one. Yesterday I kind of just started with the beginning, how it all started with me. And so I left off when I was about 16 and finally figured out what it was and what the disease was, and that there was no cure. So for today's story, if you've been to my church very much, you've probably heard me tell this story. But for everybody else, this will be a new portion for you. So for years after figuring out what exactly was wrong with me, the porphyria, I spent years just praying that God would heal me from this thing. You know, I knew He had the power to do it. And I was just like, come on, God, like, please, this sucks. This disease hurts. It's limiting. I just want to be a normal person and do normal stuff and hang out with my friends, go to the beach. If you know me, I love the outdoors. I love just being outside. And so to have this disease that took that away from me, so I just prayed constantly that God would do that for me. And finally, in I believe it was September of 2009, I had my pastors pray for me and all that. We were doing kind of a big praying service. It was just an interesting Sunday where a lot of people needed prayer, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ask them to pray for me too. That next day, I was driving home from work, and I could feel the sun like on my arms, like just beating down through the windows. And I'm like, come on, God, like, what more do you want? Like, I'm trying, I have faith that you can do this. Could you please do this? And at that moment, it's the craziest thing. At that moment, I felt from the top of my head all the way down. It started at the top of my head. It was like this coolness that went through my body all the way down to my toes. And I was like, what the heck? And the sun wasn't affecting me anymore. I was like, what the heck was that? And so I pull up to the condo where I was living with a couple of buddies at the time. I'm like, I think I was just healed. Like, what? And so I called my mom. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, and she told me, she reminded me that there was a pool at the condos. She was like, go swim and see what happens. If you know anyone who has porphyria, that is like the scariest thing anyone can say to you. Go swimming. Go be out in an outdoor pool in the sun with hardly any clothes on. I'm like, I don't know. She's like, well, if He healed you, He healed you. Like, go test it. And so she prayed with me to give me the faith in my disbelief at that moment. And so I go into the condo. My buddy Josh was there. I told Josh, and he's like, let's do it, man. Let's go. This is Josh. He's so like just into it. He's like anything. He's down. He's like, let's go. We're going swimming right now. Let's go. So we go to the pool. We go swimming. I was out there for hours. No problems. Serious right now? So I called my fiance up and I told her what was happening, and she was like, all right, well, let's go to the beach this weekend. So that weekend we drive out to the beach, and it's so funny. That weekend, for some reason, it was cloudy, completely cloudy. We're driving out to the beach, and I'm like, come on, like, I finally get to go to the beach and it's cloudy. What the heck? And so right as we pull up to the beach, there's the sun. Spent the whole day at the beach, just hanging out, swimming, sunbathing. Got pretty burnt. As you could imagine, I got so sunburnt on that trip. And I just spent all this time in the sun after that. And it was just this amazing feeling. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And then, a little bit later, about the spring of 2011, it came back, and the pain started right away. At this point, I had quit my indoor job. I was working an outdoor job, and pain was back, and I was devastated. I couldn't understand why God would do that to me. Why would He be so cruel as to, first off, give me this freaking disease that I have, and then to do that, to heal me, and then give it back to me. I couldn't understand that. Met with my mentor a bunch of times, a lot of praying, a lot of reading the Bible, trying to just understand. And then it clicked one day. This is where I'm hoping that you guys catch on to this part. It clicked that because I had some special disease, some rare special disease, I had been spending so much time focusing on myself, being selfish, and only praying about me. I wasn't seeking where God wanted to take me. I wasn't seeking to see other people well and talk to them and pray for them and all that. I cared about me. That's not where God wants us. He cured me for that time to show me, yes, He has the power to do that. Now, can you stop begging for this thing? You have this disease, and you need this disease because the way I wired you, you would do things that you'd be, if you know me, I'd be in the military or something. That's just not where God wants me. God needed me to be stuck indoors to do something. Now I'm getting ready to go to school to be a nurse, because I can do that indoors. That's the way God wired me, was to do something, and that I finally figured out what it was. But I had to stop focusing on me and start focusing on God and what He wanted. And so I just want to encourage you guys that God has a plan for you. I don't know what you're going through in your life, but God has a plan for you. He loves you, and He's going to do amazing things with you. And so I just wanted to throw that out there to you. Again, please share this video with others, and if you feel led, please give to the American Porphyria Foundation. They're doing a lot of research. They're the only ones really doing research right now. There's so few things that are known about porphyria, and so please give, and pray for people that are going through stuff, and pray for people that are going through porphyria, and pray for the doctors and researchers as they're discovering this stuff. So thank you guys. Have an awesome day.